This is going to be part 2 of our section 4.6 for writing equations of lines. Remember, y equals mx plus b. We're looking for the slope and the y-intercept of the graph of each equation. So this number 3 is a little bit different. You're going to see this again and again, so make sure you understand this one. Y equals, there's no m or x, but your b is 4. So notice how this is the expanded version of this, y equals 0x plus 4, because 0x is 0 and 0 plus 4 is 4. What is the slope? Well, it's the thing in front of the x, so it's 0. And the y-intercept is 4. Make sure you write this down. When you have a line that has a slope of 0, remember, that's a horizontal line. Anytime you have y equals a number and there's no x, the line is going to be horizontal. So likewise, what happens if there's an x but no y? What kind of line would it be? It's going to be a vertical line every single time. So what's the slope? Remember, slope would be undefined. What's the y-intercept? Well, if you have a vertical line, this is a coordinate plane now, at x equals -2, it looks like this. Is this line going to cross the y-axis? It's not. Don't put 0. 0 is a location. When you have a vertical line, your slope is undefined, and your y-intercept most likely is not going to exist because it's not going to cross that y-axis. Keep those in your mind because you're going to see this on your homework and a test or a quiz where there's one variable missing. And it's not hard to work with these if you remember these two examples. Numbers 5 and 6 are a little bit different than 1 and 2. We're still going to find our slope and our y-intercept, but it's not going to be as easy because we don't have y by itself. This is slope-intercept form. This is what you call standard form. You want to get y by itself, so we're going to subtract 2x from both sides. So when you do that, you're going to get -2x plus 18 on the other side. So when you subtract 2x from both sides, I put that term first because remember, we want y equals mx plus b. We want the x to be in front of that constant term. The next thing we'll do, actually I'll come down here and show the work. We subtracted 2x. So when you subtract 2x from both sides, that's the equation you get. Now the next thing we're going to do is divide both sides by -3. And when you do that, you got to make sure that you divide both terms on the right side by -3. So we're going to get positive y equals negative divided by negative is a positive 2/3 x. And then positive divided by negative gives you a -6. You have y by itself. You can clearly see the slope and the y-intercept. So our slope is 2/3. And our y-intercept is -6. Same kind of thing over here. You want to get y by itself. So to do that, we're going to subtract x from both sides. And when you do that, you're going to get 4y all by itself on the left side. And on the right side, you're going to have these two terms. And it doesn't matter which way you write it, but there's definitely a better way to write it. Put the x term first, because again, we want y equals mx plus b. We're going to divide the left side by 4. So we need to do the same thing to the right side. Just make sure you divide both terms by 4. The coefficient on this x, it's a -1. So the fraction in front of your x is -1/4. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So your slope is -1/4, and your y-intercept is 6.